Today we're going to talk about phrasal verbs, a very, very important part of the English language. We use phrasal verbs all the time when we wake up in the morning and when we turn on a light. A phrasal verb is when you have a verb, such as turn or wake, with a preposition, such as on or up or out or in, and so on. So it's a very, very important part of the language, so it's important to understand the many, many different ways that we use them. Because one phrasal verb, like get on, for example, can actually mean a few different things. So we're going to focus on 10 phrasal verbs today in a series of videos about these phrasal verbs. So first of all, we're going to look at two phrasal verbs because they are the opposite of each other. And they are get on and get off. And we use these to talk about entering and exiting public transport. For example, a bus or a train or even an aeroplane. So for example, you get on a train when you enter, and you get off a train when you exit. So let's look at an example sentence. If I want to give you directions, if I want to tell you what you should do, how to get to a certain place, I might say, okay, you need to get on the bus at the station in the city centre, and then you need to maybe stay on the bus for 5 minutes and get off the bus at the roundabout. Okay? So that's the first couple, get on and get off. The next one we're going to look at is, well, another pair, because again, they are opposites. And it is put on and take off. And we use these phrasal verbs to talk about clothes or even glasses. We put on a pair of glasses and then we take them off. We put on a jumper and then we take it off. So you put on and take off clothes. The example I will give you is, I'm feeling a bit cold, so I'm going to put on a jumper. I'm feeling a bit cold, so I'm going to put on a jumper. And with take off, you could say, do you want me to take off my shoes before I come into the house? Do you want me to take off my shoes before I come into the house? The next phrasal verb is to put out. We put out a fire. This means the same thing as extinguish. Extinguish. So if there is a fire, you need to put it out. Obviously, you need water to put it out. So for example, they managed to put out the fire. They managed to extinguish the fire. But it's much more common to say put out. Do you know what the name of that thing we use to put out a fire is? The big red thing that features in lots of public buildings. That's called a fire extinguisher. So we use a fire extinguisher to put out a fire. Next, we're going to look at to fall out with someone and to make up with someone. These are related, but again, they're opposites. If you fall out with someone, then you stop being friends with them. For example, we don't talk to each other anymore. We fell out a few years ago. We don't talk to each other anymore. We fell out a few years ago. To make up is when you become friends again. So if you have an argument with someone, if you make up, then you are friends again. Or we can use this if we're talking about a couple in a relationship. You know, they have an argument, but then they make up. For example, haven't you made up yet? It was just a stupid argument. Haven't you made up yet? It was just a stupid argument. Number 8 is to run out of something. To run out of something. And we use this phrasal verb when we don't have anything left of something that we use maybe every day or every few days, and then we don't have anything left of it. We have used all of it up. So we say we have run out. For example, have we run out of bread? I will go to the shop to get some more. Have we run out of bread? I'll go to the shops to get some more bread. Okay, 2 more to go, and number 9 is to show off. To show off. Often we use this phrasal verb to talk about children who are showing off in front of their friends. If they are showing, displaying their skill or talent or something they can do to try and attract attention. And normally it's we use this in a quite a negative way. If someone is showing off, then they are just trying to get attention. An example of this: he's always showing off in front of his friends. He's always showing off in front of his friends. It's quite a negative quality. And number 10, the final one for today, is calm down. Calm down. And it's important to remember the preposition down in this phrasal verb. So don't just say calm. You should say calm down. Calm down. And an example of this is, I might say to you, if you are feeling stressed, if you are panicking about something, you need to calm down. Have a cup of tea or something. You need to calm down. Have a cup of tea. Okay, so there are 10 phrasal verbs. We will look at another 10 phrasal verbs next week. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, you can watch loads of other videos on my channel. Make sure you click subscribe down there, like and comment, and I'll see you next week.